Good morning and thank you for waking up with us today. I'm Jackee Smith. Springtime in Wisconsin means maple syrup season. One local syrup producer is continuing their family tradition while winning some awards. Camp 10 is a skiing facility just south of Rhinelander where many go to enjoy their beautiful slopes. However, in the last year, operations around the area haven't been the same. We are covering some breaking news right now. Earlier this morning, there was a fire reported that surfaced on 22 West Wisconsin Avenue in downtown Tomahawk. What you are seeing on your screen right now is live footage from our Skyview webcam in Tomahawk. The location is being reported as Nachos. Emergency services are currently on the scene, and this includes at least 3 fire departments, including Tomahawk, Nokomis, and Russell. The Wisconsin Election Commission audit found no machine errors in the November 2022 election. Yesterday, the WEC released the results of a hand count audit. The White House is announcing steps to modernize the nation's aging electrical infrastructure. The new initiative between the federal government and 21 states aims to make fixes faster and improvements to the grid. This just in, we have received information on an ongoing house fire at 5713 Black Lake Road in Newbold. This is a developing story, and there is not much information at this time. 156 Catholic clergy members allegedly abused 600 children over the past 60 years. Maternity wards are closing across the country, forcing expectant mothers into long drives for care. Shame on you. That is the chant taken up by protesters in a Nashville courthouse yesterday after the Tennessee House of Representatives voted to expel 2 black legislators. Ahoy, Michael and Devin. Yes, I am live today at Torpy Park because we are getting everyone hyped and excited for the Minocqua Antique and Classic Boat Show. I have an absolutely gorgeous sunrise behind me. The lake is so relaxing. I accidentally scared some ducks by saying hi and being a little too excited earlier, but you know what? That's just what happens when you're on the lake. We're here in Eagle River at Kicking Axe up north, and today we're going to have a little axe throwing competition. I have never thrown an axe before.
And I've only done it the once, but...
How'd you do?
And if you manually want to give that...
Yep, I got it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. That was intense.
Wow. And then if you notice, there's
cold.
There's...
Tell you some good news.
I love a good pun.
The side salad at Chick-fil-A will remain on the menu. And taking a turn to look at the weather, we definitely had a very interesting weather day yesterday, but Devin, I know things aren't going to be maybe as chaotic today. A Central Wisconsin lacrosse coach is dead after a deadly traffic accident in Mosinee. Mosinee police responded to the accident at 1:41 a.m. Monday on I-39 near exit 179. An initial investigation found that the 2016 Ford Focus, driven by 24-year-old Quinton Clark, had collided with a semi-truck while traveling along the wrong side of the highway. Clark was the lone occupant of the vehicle and died at the scene. It's unknown why Clark was traveling on the wrong side of the road at this time. And Clark was an assistant coach for the Wausau Wild Boys lacrosse co-op team. Marshfield Fire and Rescue responded to a fire just before 7 p.m. Tuesday night on East 4th Street in Marshfield. Marshfield Fire and Rescue responded with 11 personnel to the house fire, which later included the Marshfield Police Department, Hewitt Fire Department, Lincoln Fire Department, and Arpin Fire Department. Black smoke was seen coming from open windows and doors of the house, and when crews entered the home, the smoke was so bad that it led to very little visibility. Crews made their way to the first floor and basement where fires were located in both those areas. The fires were quickly put out. The homeowner reported everyone was out of the house and no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The Marathon County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly shooting east of Wausau. Officers were dispatched to Junction Road in the town of Easton just before 8 a.m. Tuesday morning after a resident saw someone sitting in a vehicle with a door open. The person who called authorities say that they had also seen the person sitting in the same position the previous night. When deputies arrived, they found a 63-year-old man and a 53-year-old woman dead from gunshot wounds. Deputies have not identified a motive, but they believe the incident was an act of domestic violence, and there is no threat to the public. No other information has been made available at this time. The identity of the 2 people is being withheld until family is notified. The Lincoln County Board District 9 supervisor has been charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated. 69-year-old Christine Verpagel has been charged with OWI and possessing containers of alcohol. The incident happened on May 18th in the town of Pine River. And according to a report by the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, they received a complaint of a woman passed out in the car with her foot on the brake and the car in drive. The deputy found the doors of the vehicle were locked. And they were able to contact the driver, and she was arrested. Verpagel will appear in court on July 1st. The Wisconsin DNR is discussing walleye habitat rehabilitation on Crescent Lake in Oneida County. They'll be hosting a public meeting next Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the Rhinelander DNR Service Center. Until recently, Crescent Lake supported a strong, naturally reproducing walleye population, but walleye reproduction has declined over time, and there are simply no answers explaining the cause. The effort to rehab walleye is a partnership between the DNR, Secaucus Chippewa community, and the Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission. To sign up to join the meeting on Zoom, you can go to our website, WJFW.com. Well, thank you, Devin, for giving us a great forecast. And, you know, we've been teasing it all morning. So it's time to learn the details of the Minocqua Boat Show happening this weekend. And we're so lucky to be joined by the event organizer, Mark Toigo. Thank you so much for finding time in your busy morning to be out here with me.
Thank you to Channel 12 for being here this morning. Beautiful Minocqua. Look at the scene. You got perfect weather. And we're here for the Minocqua Antique and Classic Boat Show. It's an annual event here in Minocqua. It's been going on for 34 years or so, I think. And today is going to be all about boats and family and fun and having a good time.
Absolutely. So you just want to tell us a bit, because you were telling me earlier, you know, it wasn't always here, you know, at Torpy Park. So you just want to tell us a bit about what this event sort of has been like in the past.
Yeah, a lot of people come to me and say, oh, Mark, are you still at the boathouse? We used to be at Bozacki's Boathouse for many years, for maybe 25 years or so. We just eventually outgrew the boathouse, and they're big sponsors. They bought one of our piers, and they sponsor us every year. But we had to move over here, and what it ended up being was just a fantastic place to have a boat show. The park is still open all day long, swing sets, beach, all of the different amenities here. And in addition to that, we have music. The Lions Club puts on music and food and fish fry this afternoon. It's just a great place for families to bring down a blanket or chairs and just relax for the day.
Yep. You can't have an event in Wisconsin on a Friday without that fish fry. I'm pretty sure it's an unwritten law.
And cheese curds.
And cheese curds.
Have cheese curds.
Well, cheese curds are an all-week kind of thing. So, you know, you mentioned, buying the piers. And over here, if we could pan over, there are some, gorgeous-looking piers. So what exactly was the history of those?
Well, what happened was we used to be at the boathouse, and we used to have their piers. But when we outgrew that and moved over here, we decided that we would... we got enough sponsors to put together about $70,000 worth, and we bought these piers, and then we donated them back to the city of Minocqua so that everyone can use them. They use them for this. We use them for the 4th of July, dragon boat races, beefarama. Those piers are full all the time. And it's just another thing to say, this isn't just about boats. This is about Minocqua and the vacation place. We even have a parade of boats tonight at the Minocqua Basswater Ski Show. And it's great fun. Everyone looks forward to it.
That sounds like such a great time. So, it's antique, classic. What's the oldest boat that you can remember seeing
Wow.
here?
Well, today we actually have a steam-powered boat coming. He called the other day. He said, well, I want to come. I just got to load some firewood into my boat. And he says, the kids really like it when I toot the steam horn. And so, but we have all boats from all the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. And now, I hate to say it, but an antique boat is even into the early 80s. But it's great fun. They're just beautiful. We have about half wooden boats and have all different kinds.
Yes. Well, Mark, do you have any boats that people will be able to see today?
I do have 2 boats. My wife would wish I didn't have 2. Hi, Lynn. But I have a 1955 Chris Craft that I'll pull up. I don't get a space at the dock because there's not enough. I just have to pull mine up. And then I have a 1957 Switzer Craft. And so these boats are labors of love. And really the boat owners put so much time and effort into keeping them up. They're very valuable, most of them. But it's just the people, they're so nostalgic. They're no one has ever said anything, oh, that boat show is not very good. It's always a happy thing. It's a family thing. It's great. Great fun.
Absolutely. It sounds like a great time. A lot of very passionate people with their boats. I mean, for some of them, it's like their kids. And, you know, I think Lynn should let you get 3 boats. Maybe.
Oh, there you
maybe
go, Lynn.
The issue isn't that you have 2. It's that you only have 2.
Only have 2. There you go. I like you.
Real quick, can we just get another rundown of what people can expect? This part's going to be so busy.
Yeah.
What's going to be going on?
Okay.
Everything.
The show from about now until about 10 o'clock, boats just start showing up like crazy. We have volunteers for that. Then from 10 o'clock until about 6 o'clock, here in the park, visitors are welcome to view all the stuff. Music starts around 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock today. Melissa Childers. And then some of the boats leave, the water ones, and we go to the Monaco Bat Water Ski Show. And then tomorrow from 10 until about 5:30, most of the boats are all here. It's going crazy. And then there's music from noon to about 7 at night. Oh, wow. And food and beverage and everything all going on upstairs. So great fun. Park's wide open. Everyone should come down. A lot of parking here. Everyone should come and have fun.
Absolutely. Well, it seems like there's definitely something for everyone. I hope you guys have a fantastic event this year. And don't forget that our 4, 5, and 6 o'clock shows are going to be live here as well. So that's just another thing to check out. We're adding to your list of activities here.
Yep. Watch the shows later. Get the weather report. Everyone will be happy.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for joining me this morning.
And thank you to Channel 12 for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
thank you so much.
It is our honor. Well, I'm going to start to head back home, or back to the studio and then home. But coming up, we're going to have this week's edition of Homeward Bound with Catkins Animal Rescue. But first, Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a recipe for TLC barbecued ribs.